Good afternoon. Thank you all for joining us here today at the NonProfit Collaborative in Columbia. My name is Felix Fasheen, and I serve as Deputy Chief of Staff to Howard County Executive Calvin Ball. We're grateful to be here today with so many nonprofit partners who provide key services to all of our Howard County residents. Before we start our program, I'd like to recognize some of the elected officials and representatives who have joined us today. So first, we have County Council Chair, Dr. Opal Jones. We also have Danielle Aquara on behalf of Congresswoman Sarah Elfreth. And we have Jessica Clayton on behalf of Senator Chris Van Hollen. Thank you for being here. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce our County Executive, Dr. Calvin Ball.
Thank you so much, Felix, and thank you for all of your great work. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate an important milestone in Howard County's partnership with our incredible nonprofit community. Woohoo, that's right. Here at our nonprofit collaborative, a place that has quietly but powerfully changed lives across our county, we are at a place where neighbors come for help, where ideas are exchanged, where partnerships are formed, and where compassion is transformed into action. 10 years ago, in 2016, I supported the creation of Howard County's nonprofit collaborative while serving on our Howard County Council. Even then, I believed deeply in a simple idea. When we bring nonprofits together, we multiply their impact. Through the years, this powerful place of partnerships has demonstrated that collaboration is not just efficient, but transformative. Our nonprofit collaborative, often called the NPC, stands as a shining example of what can happen when government and nonprofits work side by side. It reflects strong partnership between Howard County government, the Howard County Housing Commission, and the Association of Community Services of Howard County. Through this partnership, Howard County provides a rental subsidy that covers approximately 62% of the rent for nonprofit tenants, and since 2019, we have made record investments in these nonprofits. Fred Rogers, also known as Mr. Rogers, said, "When I was a boy, I would see scary things in the news and my mother would say to me, 'Look for the helpers.' You will always find people who are helping." This is a meaningful investment that allows organizations to spend less time worrying about overhead and empowers those helpers to spend more time doing what they do best, serving people. Especially in these times that feel increasingly scary for many. Here under one roof, nonprofits address an extraordinary range of community needs: housing stability, disability supports, employment assistance, conflict resolution, crisis intervention, food access, and so much more. By working together, sharing resources, and learning from one another, these organizations reduce duplication and increase impact, and the results are clear. In 2024 alone, NPC tenants collectively served more than 15,000 community members. That's more than 15,000 lives touched, supported, and strengthened. It's a testament to what can happen when barriers to collaboration are removed. The impact of the NPC goes even deeper. It's seen in the relationships formed, the trust built, and the sense of shared purpose that fills this space. According to the most recent NPC survey, 100% of the tenants reported that they've built or strengthened relationships with other organizations. 91% feel part of a supportive community and network. 82% gain knowledge or ideas from other tenants that help their work, and another 82% reported borrowing or sharing supplies, reducing costs and increasing efficiency. This is collaboration at its best, and it leads to better, more integrated outcomes for our neighbors and our families in need. And now, because of that success, we are taking the next giant leap forward together. Today, I have filed legislation with our county council to expand the NonProfit Collaborative for its first time in a decade. This will secure Howard County's commitment to the NPC for the next 10 years. This expansion will also grow the NPC's footprint by approximately 46%, bringing the total nonprofit space to nearly 26,000 square feet. It will allow the Housing Commission and ACS to welcome twice as many nonprofits, with the potential of more than 24 nonprofits working side by side right here. This expansion could not come at a more critical time. As community needs grow and resources remain stretched, our nonprofits are being asked to do more with less. By reducing overhead and providing stable, affordable space, we are giving them what they need to keep showing up for our residents. This expansion means more services, more collaboration, more opportunity to connect people with the help they need when they need it. As we look ahead, expanding the Nonprofit Collaborative reaffirms who we are as a county. It means better coordination for a parent searching for autism supports and developmental services for their child. It means a survivor of domestic violence being connected more quickly to safe housing and counseling. It means an older adult finding help navigating benefits, food access, or transportation without being passed from office to office, building to building. It means smarter use of county resources, and it means a stronger, more resilient social safety net for every neighbor who calls Howard County home. To our nonprofit partners, the Housing Commission and the Association of Community Services, thank you for your unwavering support, partnership, collaboration, and dedication to those being able to be seen, be heard, be loved, and be supported to become their very best selves. To the County Council and to our community leaders, thank you for your continued support of this innovative, proven model. And to everyone else here today, your presence reminds us that when we come together with purpose and compassion, we make Howard County stronger, more connected, and a better prepared place to meet the needs of our community and meet our community members not only where they are, but as HCC would say, where they dream. Thank you, and here's to the next decade of collaboration, impact, service, and leading with love.
Thank you, County Executive. Now please join me in welcoming County Council Chair, Dr. Opal Jones.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ditto to what County Executive Ball said. Thank you and have a great day. I couldn't have said it better. Let's give him a round of applause. To the County Executive, members of our state delegation, all of you amazing community advocates and colleagues, I am Opal Jones. I'm honored to be the chair of the County Council this year. And on behalf of the County Council, I sincerely want to thank each of you for your partnership and service with our communities. By supporting the needs of families and residents across the county, the Nonprofit Collaborative powerfully illustrates the achievements possible when organizations collaborate with a shared vision. I am thrilled about today's announcement and partnership with the county's Housing Commission and Association of Community Services to expand and renew the Nonprofit Collaborative for the first time in a decade. Another round of applause for that. Most importantly, this expansion and renewal will support the nonprofit collaborative through 2036. This necessary expansion will enable additional nonprofits to expand their services by reducing operational costs and leveraging shared resources. Thank you again to County Executive Dr. Ball for filing legislation today authorizing the nonprofit collaborative's renewal and expansion. I look forward to voting in favor of and approving this legislative proposal. I am deeply grateful to every organization involved in making the nonprofit collaborative a success. Your continued commitment and tireless efforts reflect the very best of community leadership. Thank you all for all you do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Jones. Now we'll hear from the Executive Director of the Association of Community Services of Howard County, Lois Mikkola.
I think we'll just drop that a little bit. just a little. Thank you, Dr. Ball, for your very eloquent remarks. I feel like I should just say ditto as well. But in all seriousness, thank you for your support of the Nonprofit Collaborative and its expansion. It's another example of your ongoing support for our local nonprofit sector and the work we do to enhance the well-being of our community residents. Your leadership has had a tremendous impact and will continue to do so far into the future. I also want to thank our partner, the Housing Commission, for their role in getting us here today. For those of you who may not know, the Commission holds the lease for the Nonprofit Collaborative, and the Association of Community Services provides the management support. Their real estate experience and our connection with our local nonprofit community has become a strong and valuable partnership. And thank you to all of you. I recognize so many faces here today for being here to show your support for the expansion, for the work that you do every day to make Howard County such a great place to live. Today is a momentous day for the NPC. The idea of having a nonprofit center here in Howard County was discussed for literally decades. And it wasn't until then County Executive Ken Allman provided funding for a feasibility study and the subsequent planning process that the idea began to turn into a reality. Many were rightfully skeptical that it would really happen after having been talked about for so long. But Joan Dreesen, who is here, who was the executive director at the time, did an amazing job working with the Housing Commission to bring it into reality. And here we are today, going into our 9th year of operation and looking ahead to expansion. As the exec has already mentioned, nonprofits here provide housing assistance, support for victims of domestic violence, financial education, mediation and restorative justice, an allergy-friendly food pantry, supports for people with disabilities, environmental education and restoration, and workforce development. Expansion allows us to add more nonprofits and increase the range of services that will be available to our county residents here on this campus. Since opening in 2017, the NPC has enabled its nonprofit tenants to expand their programs and services, achieve greater stability, develop stronger relationships with, and learn from each other. ACS, for example, would not be able to provide the degree of programming that we provide to the nonprofit sector if we didn't have access to the shared meeting spaces here within the collaborative. You'll hear in a few minutes from other current tenants about how they've benefited from being part of the NPC. But as Dr. Ball indicated, the value of the NPC goes far beyond the nonprofits that are housed here. It has become a hub for our nonprofit community, as additional nonprofits use the shared spaces for a wide range of activities, from meetings to vaccine clinics to all sorts of different kinds of events. The NPC is more than the physical building it occupies. It's a vibrant, collaborative ecosystem that plays a vital role in strengthening our community's human services infrastructure and expanding what's possible for mission-driven organizations. Especially now, with nonprofits facing so many challenges, having the stability provided by the NPC is essential because stable nonprofits create stronger and healthier communities. We're forever grateful to County Executive Ball for his support of the NPC, and we look forward to being able to expand our space, to include more nonprofits, and to further strengthen the ability of Howard County's nonprofit sector to provide the essential services our community relies upon. Thank you.
Thank you, Lois. Next, we'll hear from another vital partner in the NPC, the Housing Commission. So please join me in welcoming Sam Paul, Director of Administration for the Housing Commission.
Thank you, Felix, and thank you everyone for coming here today. Before I dive in, I'd like to give you a quick refresher on the Housing Commission's involvement here. As our name might imply, real estate and leasing is very much in our toolbox, and we are the group that leases this facility, and through the help of the Association of Community Services, we sublease space here to the vital nonprofits that we are lucky to have here. And we are very proud to be one of the many partners it takes to make this important place a reality. On behalf of our board chair, Jackie West Spencer, our executive director, Peter Engel, and all of us at Howard County Housing Commission, I am in disbelief. I cannot believe that we have almost reached the 10-year anniversary of the Howard County Nonprofit Collaborative. That is a decade of open arms, of helping hands, of listening ears. It is a decade of fighting for the single parent working 2 jobs, trying to make ends meet. Fighting for the hungry senior who just needs some food to hold them over until their next Social Security check. Fighting for the survivor fleeing domestic abuse, trying to find a way to piece their life back together. That is what happens under this roof. And that is why I am grateful to have this opportunity to pause and reflect on what has been accomplished here and what still needs to be accomplished here. I am grateful to Dr. Ball and Dr. Jones and the amazing staff at County Administration, not only for this opportunity to reflect with all of you, but for their willingness to invest in the future of the collaborative by putting forth the legislation that we celebrate today. That kind of support is not only encouraging, it is a sign that what we are doing here is having an impact. What we are doing here is working. The nonprofit collaborative is a proven model. Here under this roof, nonprofits have access to affordable office space and critical resources like technology, printing, phones, training space, and meeting space, and much more. This has enabled many of them to maintain their expenses, to hire staff, and expand their services. It has allowed them to give more back to the members of our community who are in need. It has helped the Housing Commission do more for the 4,000 Howard County households that we proudly serve. And for that, I am grateful to ACS. The small staff at ACS is charged with the gargantuan task of managing this facility. On top of dealing with the full roster of tenants and their individual phone needs, printing needs, tech needs, every needs, they keep us coordinating. They keep us talking. They keep us looking for ways to work together, and they keep us looking for ways to help each other. The leadership that ACS provides the NPC is one of the critical elements that makes this place much, much more than just an office building. I don't have much more to say, but I would like to end with this. For the last several weeks, I have been following the news coming out of Minnesota. Maybe some of you have as well. One thing that has stuck with me is seeing person after person after person say into a camera, I came out to this gathering, I came out to this rally because I just want to stand up for my neighbors. I am here because I want to support my community. That is what we do here. And that is what I think we are doing here now in this very moment. We are standing up for our community. We are standing up for our neighbors. And I look forward to another decade of doing just that. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. Now we'll hear from several tenants of the NonProfit Collaborative who have made this place their home. So first, I'd like to introduce Melissa Rosenberg, Executive Director of the Autism Society of Maryland.
And ditto to all of that. This is an extraordinary place, and what an extraordinary opportunity that we can expand this to other nonprofits. I think that makes me as happy as anything, as I know our experience has been transformative, not only through cost savings, access to modern technology, and meeting space, but through meaningful collaboration with fellow nonprofits. And I can tell you, reaching out to Suzanne when I need a piece of chocolate, having a bad day, borrowing things, just gathering around the copy machine. Some incredible ideas and programs have come out of those relationships. Being immersed in this shared space has allowed us to exchange ideas, strengthen our work, and better serve the community. We benefited, but so did the residents of Howard County. It's just a very forward-thinking opportunity, and again, one that I don't know could happen in any other place but Howard County. I think about, thinking back today about the initial meetings. Joan was a huge driver, Sherry got to know over the years, and then Lois to kind of carry that baton, the ACS board, all of the planning that went into this facility. So many of you were involved with that. I keep thinking about that ice machine that we, I don't think it lasted too long, but the colors that we picked. I think we moved our office ourselves in my son's truck to come over here. But we've used this space and not only for staff and our board, but we've had sensory-friendly vaccine clinics here. We've had social groups. We've had educational opportunities, even a memorial service. This space is just so very precious and welcoming to so many different kinds of community events. So thank you all, anybody who had a role in it, and we're really excited that other nonprofits will have this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Melissa. Now we'll hear from Lori Lilly, Executive Director and founder of Howard EcoWorks.
Good afternoon. Howard EcoWorks was among the first tenants at the NonProfit Collaborative, and it was a game changer for us back in 2016. At that time, the Restoring the Environment and Developing Youth, or the READY program, was in its 4th year, and Howard EcoWorks had just been incorporated, and we just had received our IRS nonprofit designation. While the READY crews were doing their conservation projects in the community, on the back end, we were doing our planning and administration from the 2nd floor of Wegmans, the Dunkin' Donuts, and if we were lucky, in a church basement where we would haul our printer in and out and exchange some table space for rain garden maintenance. Having actual offices with shared resources like IT services, a printer, conference rooms, kitchen, and a training room enabled us to run a much more professional operation and overall programming. The NPC staff will attest that we have maximized opportunities to use the shared conference rooms and training room for interviewing, events, planning, meetings, graduations, celebrations, and much more. Over the years, we were able to acquire another and then another office space as our staff grew. As we now find ourselves in the process of decreasing our footprint at the NPC and increasing our footprint at Holly Hills, our new 16-acre farm in Glenwood, we remain ever grateful to Howard County government, ACS, Joan, the Housing Commission staff, Sherry, Lois, and all who made this facility possible for EcoWorks and the nonprofit community. Howard County government's commitment to nonprofits has been evident right here for the past decade, and we are so excited to see the county's continued and expanded investment in the NPC so that others may benefit as we have. Thank you.
Thanks, Lori. And finally, we'll hear from Grace Morris, the Executive Director of Heritage Housing Partners.
Thank you, Felix. It's a tough act to follow here. Sam, your remarks were amazing. Thank you so much. And I also want to make sure that we acknowledge, which we've started to do, which is awesome. Lois, your initial role in this whole thing, working with Joan way back when, that's how long I've been around you guys, and making sure that this got legs and actually happened for all of us. And Sherry, as others have said, I don't know what we would do without you. So thank you all to the ACS staff and to everyone who helped make this possible. Again, I'm Grace Morris, Executive Director of Heritage Housing Partners. I have had the privilege of leading our organization for almost 18 years now. I also want to thank some of our coworkers who are here and some of our board members who have joined us for this important announcement. Heritage Housing was established as Columbia Interfaith Housing in 1967, and so next year we'll be celebrating 60 years of impact on the community. I remember so clearly shortly after we'd moved into the collaborative, we kicked off our 50th anniversary right here in the room, and Dr. Ball was here, and he didn't dance with me, but he did give us a proclamation. So maybe next year, that's right, maybe next year. Heritage was established to own and manage affordable housing, and our organization provides housing and maintenance services to seniors, persons with disabilities, the chronically homeless, and low and moderate income families here in the community. And we have 4 offices here in the collaborative, and I think we were the last ones to move in. And I have the best office. Anybody that walks around here will tell you, come see my purple couch. As you can see, the space is not only beautiful but well maintained, and it provides organizations with access, as everyone has said, to the state-of-the-art equipment as well as meeting and event space that we really could not afford on our own. Plus, it's quite convenient for attending all of the ACS events. The nonprofit collaborative, as everyone has said, is much more than a physical space. It represents smart, mission-driven investment by the county that allows nonprofits like ours and others, and those that will follow, to focus their resources where they are needed most. By sharing space, we're able to reduce our expenses and increase our efficiency. The name really says it all. The nonprofit collaborative creates opportunity for collaboration. That simply wouldn't happen if organizations are working in silos. The collaborative is truly a model for community-centered stewardship. The county subsidy plays a critical role in making all of this possible. The subsidy demonstrates a commitment to strengthening the nonprofit sector and ensuring that public dollars are used responsibly and strategically. This support stabilizes essential services, encourages partnerships, and strengthens the collaborative impact organizations who are all working towards a common goal. To quote a Kenyan proverb, "Sticks in a bundle are unbreakable." For this critical subsidy, for the expansion, and for all the support provided by the administration, we thank you, Dr. Ball.
Thank you, Grace, and thank you to all our speakers for joining us today. This now concludes our program, but with so many great nonprofit partners here, I think we'd all like to take a picture together. So we're going to ask you all to stay there. We're going to flip the room, and we'll take a great picture. Thank you.